What it is, what it is. It's your boy LB. LB. Hold on, let me see if I can turn on this motion thing. Oh, I'm about to put the motion in the ocean. Oh, where'd it be? Where'd it be? That's right, now I got a little motion in my ocean. So if I go this way, I go this way. That's right. You see what it is. Three people in the building. Coffee talk with Burly. With me out there. Salute, salute. All my blockheads. That's right, the first like. Who gave that first like? Who was that? Who was that masked man that gave that first like? Salute to you. Salute, salute. Coffee talk with Burly. I got the coffee now. I like to do my spliff talk too, but then they don't they don't allow you to monetize it right because you puffing herb, and I get that. But puffing herb ain't a bad thing. It's almost all the way legal. But I feel him. I feel him. Magic Burly, yes sir. I am live right now. I am. All right. Let's jump into this Burly talk. Now, over the Misty Night Productions, salute, homie, salute. Over the last couple of lives, you know, I've spoke about the other 52 block guys. You know who they are, and um, doing a tournament and all that good stuff. And really, what I want to break down is I don't want to seem like I'm picking on anybody because I'm not. What I'm trying to expose so we all can get to the next level is there's a level of training that has to go in to fighting to make fighting real. And as I said before, as far as the super nigga will tell you that he just nice like no, he just nice like that, be like that, nah. And that is the mind state that had 52 block men back in the days getting knocked straight the fuck out. Um, because there is no freestyling to this. You can't freestyle fighting. Maybe when you fighting on a low level, because when you're a street fighter, you got to think everybody you're fighting doesn't know how to fight. So pretty much, even if you're a street fighter with a 10-0 record, you really have fought 10 people who don't know how to fight. No mechanics of fighting, because fighting is so emotional that people don't think there's a mechanic with it, and there is. Like with anything else, you can't. Anything that is done well, if you do it emotionally, you'll do it bad. Big Copper, that's right. Anything you do, you do with emotion, you will do bad. Whether it's playing basketball, salute. Now you at the beginning, Big Copper. Salute to the homie. You know, no matter what mechanic you're doing, you have to separate yourself from your emotions to do the mechanic right. Now, emotions can drive while you're training. Like, you could be training for a big fight and just, in your head, but that's into the training, not into the fight. You know what I'm saying? So if your training is not real, you won't fight real. And that's the problem that I have with 52 block men that are coming with this stuff and not showing the why, the how. You know what I'm saying? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, salute. The why and the how, which is so important. Like, my teacher used to say, you can be a Ferrari, but if you ain't got no gas, where you going? You know, you could have that Ferrari parked outside, but if you can't afford gas, what you got? You got a paperweight. You can't put your Ferrari on the road. And the gas is the work that's done when people ain't watching. That when you out there from 9 at night to 2 in the morning beating on your craft. That six waking up at 6 in the morning, running running that 5 miles, jumping that rope, hitting the bag, you know. All of that is the real shit. That's the real shit, not this. Like, how long can you do this? That's the key. Like, what's your stamina? My teacher used to tell me, if you Bruce Lee for 30 seconds, I'm whipping your ass. Because once we get past that 30-second shot, you're done. And I know some fighters that are smoking 2 packs of Newports a day. You know, they're not treating their body right. No, this is coffee talk right now. Spliff talk will be back. You know, you can't not treat your body right and then say you're ready to fight. That's a bar right there. You cannot not treat your body right and say you're ready to fight. It's just what it goes. Like, you know, even some of these Tai Chi men, they be having the big Buddha belly, talking about that's my Tai Chi belly. That ain't your Tai Chi belly. That's fat. That's fat. Big Cappy, your spliff is lit. That's okay. We riding with you. Hold on, let me see that. Where did this whole? Yeah, that's Misty Night Productions. I'm with you on that. Like, where did this whole 52 can't be taught thing come from? Like, I've seen one brother on the internet, and we were going back and forth, and he said, you wrong, like, because 52 blocks can't be taught. It can't be taught like that, because, you know, I'll be rocking my style and be doing this. And then I had to ask him, well, if it can't be taught, who taught you? See how much sense that makes? Like, there are no secrets, people. Like, and anybody trying to hold that secret, that's that charlatan shit. That's that shit from back in the days where they used to ride in the town like, I got this elixir that's going to make you strong. But they don't tell you what the fuck is in the elixir. The elixir could be beer and piss mixed together. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. Ain't no secrets to fighting. Cavemen been doing shit like this since the dawn of time. When that other caveman went to hit him over the top of the head with that, you know, the caveman stick. What he do? So he was pulling off a skull and bones back then. It just makes sense. It's nothing fancy to it. Your arms are good protection. So yes, if someone tried to bust you in your head with something, you should put another body part in between your head and that stick. And that stick. Because you rather sacrifice a body part other than your noggin. You know, if your brain takes the shot, how you going to think your way out the problem? So better, even if he breaks your arm with the stick, wouldn't you rather have a broken arm than a broken head? So your defense needs to make sense, and you can't you can't freestyle a fight, not with people that know what they're doing. And that's the real thing of what I'm attacking. I'm not attacking them as a group. I'm attacking their training methods, because then they put out that whole secretive bullshit, and this shit, you know, and that frame of thinking continues on. There are no secrets. And if it is this secret, what is the power of holding this secret? Because my teacher told me all information is available to all men, and you can't take it to the grave with you. Because if you take it to the grave with you, you just cut out a whole, you know, group of men you could have saved. Like, I believe there was somebody that know how to shoot fire with his hands, and that stingy bastard took it to the grave with him. And now we never going to know how to shoot fire from our hands. See how that works? So my information on 52, I couldn't take to the grave with me. I had to put it out. That's what Wilson Pitts told me. And I put it out scientific, battle tested. That's why I went to all of those gyms, and I took all comers, because it wasn't about a ego thing. It was about battle testing what I knew, because that's the only way to see if it's going to work. I got to put this in front of men that are not participating with me. See, when you got when you dealing with somebody that knows you, there is participation involved in that game, whether you believe it or not. Like, a lot of times I have to tell my students, yo, who the hell is over here? Punch me right here. Like, don't be punching over there, because then you give me a false sense of security, like I'm doing some shit. Nah, man, punch me in my face so I can get it. So when I see all of this fake slap boxing, and I ain't seeing nobody getting punched in the face, I know you can't understand defense. There is no way you can duck a left hook until someone hits you with a left hook. There's no way. How the hell you know what you defending if you ain't never been hit by one? So if you're saying I ain't never been hit, then you might as well be saying you ain't never been fighting. You know, and a lot of the Magneta Fuchsia, are you related to 50 Cent? No. But his birthday, I do believe, is July 19th. My birthday is July 20th. I believe we share a lot in common. We are the same horoscope, um, and we both rapped, and he got there before me. I think that's what happened. 50 Cent got there before me, because if if my deal with Razor Sharp Sony Records would have panned out, I could have beat 50 Cent to the punch. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So your training must be real life, no matter what your technique is. Technique's a dime a dozen. But if you got balance, agility, coordination, um, um, range awareness, danger awareness, a lot of those things can save your life more than any technique. It's starting to rain out here, y'all, but I ain't gonna stop. April Lee, how did 52 blocks get started? Because black people don't like to get beat up on. It's a cultural thing, and the culture in black fighting is we don't like damage. We believe damage shows you got beat up on, even if you won the fight. So 52 came out of this need of in pressure in relative to our black community, is that making you miss and then hitting your opponent is what's big to us. So 52 blocks is an art that just represents our mind state of fighting, which is stick and move, hit and don't be hit. Other other arts believe just stand there and let the man beat on you. Like Muay Thai is really a tough man art. That's why you see them like, come on, kick for kick. Let's go kick for kick. That's their mind frame. Like, I'm tougher than you. Fuck blocking. I'll eat your shit and then break you. Different type of mind state. Black people, we're not with that. We're not with you hit me, I hit you, you hit no. You hit air, I hit you. That's what created 52 blocks. And there's a precious story to every art. Like, Kung Fu was created because the Chinese kept getting their shit ran up on. Like, the Mongrels was up in there punking them. Japan was punking them. And the Chinese said, you know what? We ain't gonna be out here just getting punked on, so we're gonna fight back. Now, how we're gonna fight back is we're gonna come with this fighting system. There's no such thing as dirty boxing. I really don't. Dirty boxing, there's no dirty boxing. You know, I think that's something that people made up. Dirty boxing, I don't really even know what dirty boxing is, more than, I guess it would just be boxing with no rules. Would be dirty boxing, like I can punch you in the nuts. That's dirty boxing. I punch you in your throat. I punch you in your nuts. I hold and hit. You know, I push your head down and bang on you. That's dirty boxing. 52 really has no relation to dirty boxing. That's a good question, because that's something I've always wanted to break down. It's like, this is how you know a lot of people don't know about 52 or boxing. Like, and not you, April. I'm talking about this is, I've heard this besides you. No, dirty boxing is not 52. Dirty boxing is punching in the nuts, raking the eyes, eye poking, dirty boxing is that. You know, dirty boxing is kick them in the nuts. So 52 ain't about kicking them in the nuts. Even though in our Mr. 52 fight, when he fought K, he initiated his fight with kicking the nuts. And see, let me tell you something. When it's time to fight, you're always going to go back to what you believe in. See, me, you pressure me, I'm giving you knuckles, not a kick in your nuts. I'm just saying. But yeah, Larry Moore, dirty boxer has no rules. But you know, he was locked up, so maybe when they was pressuring him, he was kicking people in the nuts. I get it. That's his go-to. That's his go-to strike. My go-to strike is the straight left. That's my go-to strike. I'ma leave your nuts alone. I ain't really trying to injure you having babies and stuff. Now, is punching in the nuts good? I guess if somebody has a gun and you don't have no weapon, or he's bigger than you and he outweighs you by hundreds of pounds, then by all means. But even then, I'm not going to probably go and kick in the nuts. I may go for the uppercut. Wow, because I'm going to put your nut sacks up in your throat somewhere. You going big man is going to feel me. Because the kick, you couldn't miss. You got to be, when you kicking, you're going to one leg, y'all. So when you kicking in the street fight, be very careful. Because if you fall, you slip, he catches your leg, you're going to be in a bad situation. So a lot of times in the street situation, if I am kicking, I use more like the Muay Thai thoughts on kicking, which is kick for the legs, keep your kicks low. Don't try to kick too high where, grabbing your leg, that's available. I think it's probably better just to, keep your feet on the ground. Unless you see a real good, stomp kick, go for it. But my go-to, when you pressure me, my go-to weapons are my hands. And that's just the mind, y'all. You can't fool people with that. Because you can't fool yourself. Like they say, you can lie to everybody, but you can't lie to yourself. And that's where the saying comes from, God sees all. Do you know why God sees all? Because you're God. And you see all of your bullshit and all of your good shit. You see all of that. You're God. That's why God sees all. And that's why you can't lie to yourself. And that's why when pressure hits you, you're going to go do what you do best, whether it's run, hide, grab the hammer, kick off shots, whatever is your go-to, you're going to do. My go-to when you pressure me is to let my hands go, and maybe elbows too. So if we start off a fight and your first move is a kick in my nuts, that's your go-to. But also, homie outweighed, homie was big too. Skinny dope. Yeah, yes, sir. I can't, that's going to be soon. NYC forever. NY is my heart. And I think now that I stepped away, NYC misses me now. They respect you a little bit more when you step away. So I can't wait to get back to New York. That'll be coming real soon. Probably in another week or two, I should be back up there. But that'll be real soon, the return. Trying to open the school out there, the whole thing. We got big plans for New York. So I ain't forget about you, NY. NY to my body drop. You know. But it's good to step away because it makes people miss you and respect you more. Madison, yes sir, of course. Marcus Garvey, baby. You know I'm coming back. Marcus Garvey Park. Stand up, Marcus. Marcus Garvey. See? Mikey Lowry, he knows. Back in that day, that's right. If you got caught kicking, you was on some girl stuff, and they stopped it immediately. They even stopped wrestling. Okay, it's coming down really hard, y'all. I'm going to have to stop my live, and this was a good one, but I'll be back because I don't want to get my stuff rained out.